Hi, this is Chris Terrell. We're actually going to be doing another function, an Excel function in VBA. Today we're going to be doing the CountA function. CountA function is pretty cool. Counts basically everything that is non-blank. It's different than the count function. Count function only counts numerics. So there's your CountA function. There's 23 in there. So let's go ahead and go to the back end. You can Alt F11 will get you there. We're going to put in a module. We're going to call this function CountA code. Anytime you have a function, you're passing variables. So we're going to make range as a range. And that's just a variable that we're declaring as a range. Okay, so we're going to do our loop for each CL, which is another variable, in range or in RNG. What that's going to do is it's going to basically go through each cell within that range that we send over. We're going to go next. Anytime you do a for loop, it has to have a next to end it. Now we're going to go if CL equals, if it's not equal, that's the not equal. It's not equal to double quote, which is blank, then we're going to need to use another variable. We're going to call this CNT plus 1. Kind of going a little ahead of myself. We need to put this up here so it sets it to 0. Not necessarily essential because it's going to start at 0, but that's kind of proper coding right there. Now all I have to do is make CountA code equal to CNT, and that should be the code. Now all we have to do is just test it to make sure that it works. So I'm going to go back to Excel. I put in that stop so that we would see that we can actually watch the code work. So we're going to go count. Now notice CountA code populates, which is awesome. Now that we have it in there as a function, Excel's smart enough to know that it's there. I'm going to go ahead and put quotes around that, hit enter, and we're going to walk through this. I'm going to make another test variable just to show you so we can kind of watch to see what it does. So hit F8. We notice that that is not empty, so we're going to count it. And we're just going to count all these. It's going to go through each one. Anytime you do a range in Excel like this, if you do a for loop, it goes from left to right and then down. So it's just like reading a book. That's the way that the code does it. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this right here. Hit F5. I was hitting F8 to go step through. F5 will go through the whole thing. Now let's just go and make sure that everything is adding up correctly. Looks like a charm. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to copy it over. It does not like my reference there. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and lock that in. We're going to put an absolute cell reference on that. And I'm just hitting F4. That just basically locks that code in. Sends it over. So let's go like that. We're going to change these. I'm just going to do these right here and just go like that. We just want to do that one column. I want to do equals CountA code. Highlight those right there. Hit enter. That's a 6. And I'm just hitting Control R. That's a quick key. Notice that this is if Fred actually did work some hours. Let's say he actually, oh shoot, he did do 5. Notice that changes there. So that's your CountA function written in VBA code. Just a little shows you kind of what happens on the back end. Hope you enjoyed.